this is the haul for vegetable. It's a vegetable haul. So first we have this radishes. I got these radishes, so they are 6 for $1.99. 6 bunches. So they're bunches like this. I had to freeze it in. Now the biggest job, let me talk about this radishes. The biggest job is cleaning them up, cleaning the leaves up. So I have to first wash all these leaves and chop up this bottom. I chop up from this point and I can put it in the ground and they will grow again. And you can put it in a little plastic bucket with some soil. Even if you keep it in your kitchen, they will grow and give you leaves. Now these leaves you can saute it with a little bit salt and pepper, a little bit olive oil, and they taste really good and just good for the good green. So I got like this, 6 of them. This is one package. It's very huge and they take up a lot of space, but what you need to do is you need to cut this bottom like this. So like this. Now I'm going to leave this much. I eat these too because after I wash them, clean them thoroughly, washing many times until there is no more dirt. And then these goes in the garden, back to the garden, and the leaves will shoot out and they will become the full-grown radish again. So I just eat the leaves. So this can go back to the ground, and these will chop, clean, cut, and then boil it for 5 or 10 minutes, drain out the water, and then put some olive oil, some salt, pepper, garlic, and saute them, and then eat them with whatever, bread, brown rice. Very tasty. So this for the radish green. So these were 6 for $1.99. So I got 3 here, and then I got 3 here. Oh, these are actually, these are something different. These are the 3 here. So it's a lot of hard work to put this beans and some. But when you bring it within a day or 2, you need to clean, cut, chop, boil, squeeze out the water, then cool it, and then you can put in a Ziploc bag and refreeze it. And then whenever you want, you can take out and saute and eat. So what you need to do first is clean, wash, thoroughly clean. Take out the bottom part the way I showed you and put it in the ground somewhere outside. They will regrow. And take the greens and this stick also and chop them finely and wash like 10 times because they has lots of dirt and all the dirt's gotta go. And then after that you put in boiling water for 10 minutes and then take out, drain it, and then saute it with some olive oil, garlic, and salt and pepper. You can add some other spices you want, but not needed. It's tasty like that. So these are the radish squares. So these are the food. And these are also another kind of, I think they are bok choy. So these also I'm gonna have to clean, cut, cook, so they also require a lot of cleaning and cutting and chopping. So all these things probably will take more than an hour to clean, chop, cook. But eating green is very important if you want to improve your immunity. Greens are the main ingredients. Now remember, the greens, all we talk about protein, green has more protein than any kind of dead meat, and it's a healthy protein. This will not create inflammation in your body. Now that's the greens. Now we're gonna move to eggplant. I have eggplant. These are the round. I cut them round and I made them eggplant fry, but which is only one tablespoon oil. And these are the long one, Japanese. These I make curries. So I just made 4 of them curry today. So yeah, these are eggplant. So 2 different kinds. Now I got, oh, I forgot to tell the prices about the eggplant. So the eggplant, one was 78 cents pound, the long one, and the big round eggplant was $1.45. So yes. Now I got these peppers. Now these peppers do not look so much fresh because they came from the clearance bin, and yeah, some of them might have some issues, but I'm gonna see. I had 12 of them, so I cooked 4, so I got 8 left. So I'm just gonna clean it up, cut it, and cook it. There are a lot of vegetables you can find in clearance bins, and sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they might have some minor issues, like a little old or something. But you're just gonna have to see. So these 3 packages, so I had 3 packages here. I cooked 4 of them in the morning for lunch. So these, like 12 of them, they were $1.50 each, so $3.50 for 12 of these. I mean $1.50 each package, and the package there were 4. So now that we're done going through those, now I'm going to search some more. Now these all together, there were some $6 or $7 together, because these were 99 cents pound, and I have these 2 huge ones, so they were like $7. And I really love them because they are just next to the pumpkin, but they taste better than pumpkin because these are butternut squash, and they are really tasty. So I got 2 of these, and all these things themselves make a meal. So you cook them and they become a whole bowl. And now if you're not satisfied, you can have a little half cup of boiled brown rice, or you can have bread, but this itself makes a meal. So that's the butternut squash. Now I have this papaya, which sort of looks like green, but it's actually supposed to be a ripe papaya. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of days until it gets. And sometimes, like when it's this green, I cook them too. So I'll just cut them up, chop them in pieces, and take out the skin, and add some potatoes and cook it. And if you cook it nicely, they taste way better than meat. They taste so soft and nice and very tasty. I remember Mom used to make the best papayas, and they tasted like meat. And we ate the cooked papaya with soybean chunks, and those soybean chunks were meat substitute, but those soybeans were the soybeans before the GMO soybeans came. So yeah, those are like real soybean, and they don't taste so good. You have to soak them in boiled water, and then you squeeze the water out, and then you cook them, and then they taste better. And we cooked the very spicy this papaya curry with potatoes, and then after it's cooked, we add the soybean chunks, which is pre-soaked in water, and squeeze the water out, and it is so amazing. So this is the papaya, which is supposed to be ripe, but it's not. Now I got this squash, and this is oppo squash. So I had 2 of them. I cooked one of the Oppo squash, you can just cut it, chop it, take out the seeds, and don't throw the seeds. You can just munch on the seeds just like your snack, because they're really healthy and really tasty. And if you cut and chop oppo squash and you just eat the raw oppo squash, it's just so tasty. No, I just realized that the raw vegetable has amazing taste. We cook it and we totally destroy the structure and taste and everything. But if you just clean the skin and cook it and not cook it, just cut it and eat it, you will see they have really amazing taste without anything added. So this is the oppo squash. Now I got some cabbages. Now I try to go crazy with the cabbages, because you see the cabbage leaves, they become like your bread. So you can take out the cabbage leaves and put your curries into it, wash cabbage leaves, put your curries into it, and then eat it. What I do is I take the cabbage leaves and put it in water, boil water, so they get steamed out, and then I can take out and put my curry in it and eat it. So they taste like bread, but it's not bread. And it's very tasty too. I don't like to eat raw cabbages, because cabbages sometimes have this little white bug. You cannot really see it, they're like dust. So first I wash them and then I soak them in boiled water, like steam it a couple of minutes, and then I take them out and then use them, so they're not raw cabbage leaves. So that's that. And then I will be putting these wet and bringing some other sprouts. So yeah, I got quite a few things, but this one will last a long time. Got some garlic and got some ginger. Now these gingers are organic. Now let me tell you something about organic ginger. You see, there's the organic ginger and the regular ginger, non-organic. Now what I noticed is, what I do is I grate the ginger, I peel it, and I keep the skins. I don't throw it. I wash it and I take out the skin and I keep the skin, and then I use the inside, grate it and add to the food and eat it raw. But I use the skin to make my tea, so I would use the skin. One day I'll show you how to make the tea with this skin, because I don't throw the skin. So that's why I get them organic. So then when I made the tea, I would have a lot of these skins, and to that I will add the cloves and cardamom and black pepper and bay leaves and star anise and all this thing, and a pinch of turmeric, and I will boil it down for a long time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then let it just sit there and heat up and drink it throughout the day, and it's a great immunity booster. So what I found out, that I could keep that thing on my tea kettle for 2 days, 3 days outside, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. There's no fungus, no more, nothing. It tastes amazing even second day, third day. I never tried more than 3 days. But with the regular ginger, GMO ginger or the regular ginger, I couldn't do that. I could boil, make the tea, and next day I will see they got fungus and mold. So I couldn't really keep the tea for days. But the organic one is amazing. So I mean, if I could afford, I could have bought all organic vegetables, but organic things are very expensive. Unless the best option is to grow for yourself. But this year and the last year, things are really not growing. I don't know what's in there. things are really not growing, except the, you know, like the plants we really don't need, the weeds and things like that, they are growing. But actual vegetable plants not growing, like tomatoes really gone bad. So yeah, these are the ginger. I got quite a lot because these were $1.49 pounds. Like, okay, this is my chance to stock up. Now they stay good for a long time, as I mentioned, and I use the peel, I don't throw them. Now garlic is another story. I use the garlic peels to make tea too. I don't throw them. And these garlics were very expensive. They're $3.99 pounds. Some reason they make garlic very expensive, so I got a little bit. This is necessary for cooking. So now I'm gonna put these back and get some more stuff. So now I'm going to share some other things. I think I will do some here, something over. So here are my red onions. I get red onions. The red onion seems like more powerful. Now, let me tell you something about the red onions. I don't throw these, I save these. I'm going to show, I think I did a video on my other channel. You can save these and make tea, and these teas are very, very healthy tea. Just equal to ginger peels, and now you can sort of like burn this little bit and they become dark acids, and they're very good for the hair tonic. Then you can mix that dark acids with aloe vera gel, or you can mix it with some oil and then put it, and then you can wash it next day. So the whole range of things you can do, but I don't throw them, I dry them and keep them. So I got this red onion. Actually I got like 2 of these, so yeah. Because I just trying to always open up and start rolling all over the place. So yeah, here it is. So that's the red onion. Now I have something here. I'll just take out one and show you, because I get them and I put it inside. So these are the sweet red potatoes, and these are actually Korean red potatoes. These are not the American yams. And this Korean, like these shoots are already coming out. Now these things I could buy and leave them out for like months and nothing happens. But the other sweet potatoes, the one called yams, and those sweet potatoes, the big huge ones, I think these are organic. The big huge ones, you will see that they got rotten inside, and the inside is like hollow, something cave, and outside they dry, and just they won't last, they will be dead. But these will be alive and shoots will come out. One of the biggest thing, this I'll tell you, there was a person, and this person once fell down and broke her thumb. So when she broke her thumb, now the pain was excruciating, but she had issues with this pain pill. She had, I believe she had ulcer in her stomach, so she couldn't take the pain pills that aggravated it. But the pain was beyond anything. And this person, someone at her church. So one day I was talking to her and she said someone at her church mentioned to her that if she would take this Korean red potatoes and peel it and just eat it raw like that, that would take away her pain and regenerate whatever is damaged. And she did that, and eventually like 3 months or maybe 6 months she was healed, and she never took a single pain pill because she couldn't do them. Her stomach would hurt badly, so it really healed. And another thing, she told me that the day she broke it, after that she was doing all the household chore because she didn't have anybody to do it for her, and she had to do it. She had to take care of anybody. She couldn't take a day off. And finally, like, she kept the finger tied with the two popsicle sticks, she told me. And then finally, when she went to the doctor, they were like really angry with her why she didn't take care instantly. Anyway, so they referred her for surgery, constructive surgery or something like that, and it was going to cost her around $10,000, and she didn't have the money. So she stuck with her this thing, and it healed. Like after 6 months to a year, you couldn't tell the difference that it was broken. But throughout the whole time, she kept working, doing her work. And well, actually, when she went to the doctor, they gave her some sort of I believe a belt or a cap or something to keep her thumb in it, and she didn't wear it because she said that it was restricting the movement and she had to do the work. So she continued work and she continued eating this, and it literally healed it. So what I'm trying to say is the healing power of this thing is so amazing. So yeah, so since then I've been using it because I look for healing foods, and if I find somebody said that something is healing and I try it out and I see that yes, it's really good, so I like this, and these will start shooting. One time I saw they were shooting and had the big suit for like years, and the inside wasn't rotten anything. I was like, wow, this is miracle food, because look, it's not even getting rotten. So this is what I get, and this could be used as bread or rice if you want to eat those. So we went through onion, and with these cabbages, I get these cabbages, and they're really tasty. So you have to keep them in the fridge, otherwise they always get mold and fungus and all that. So, and you chop them finely and you cook it with little bit spices, and they taste so good. So I like these cabbages. So I'm going to just cook these. So I got 4 of these because they were not that cheap. They were 89 cents. And these yams I showed you, these yams are always expensive. They're like $3 a pound. I have these which was left over from my garden, so I picked them up and they were like freezing, so I picked them up. Okay. So this is a lot. They will last the whole year. What I'm going to do is clean them up and freeze them, so I can just use 1 or 2 every day. And the red ones, I'll just stick them outside so they'll get dry. I can use as seeds. Now, I got some lemon, and now these cilantro leaves, I'm just drying a little bit, and then I'm going to take off the leaves and put it inside the newspapers and put it in the fridge. And I'm going to take these sticks and chop it off and cook and eat, because I don't throw the sticks, they're very healthy. There's nothing to throw here. A lot of people make lemon zest, and put this into water, very cleansing. So for that you have to make sure you get organic. So that's that, and that's the peppers. We're done with those. This is my snacking. Roasted almond, unsalted. So this is something I get. This one is snack food. And what I do is, let me show you what I did for. So I have this mung beans. I got this mung beans too. These are $4.99. Sometimes they're $4.99. Sometimes $5.99. For what is it? 4 pounds. 4 pounds for sometimes $5, sometimes $6. So I soak them overnight, and morning I would drain the water and put it in bag, this like a cotton bag, and then hung it on a nail, so next day they will be sprouted. Now then I wash it off and I saute a little bit. I don't eat the sprouted one raw because they have a tendency to mold, and I don't want to eat the raw one because it's really makes the stomach upset. So I saute this, and then I use these as a little topping to give some taste. So how are these? These are nice. Now this is not, I wouldn't say this is very healthy, but this gives some taste. And they have this. They have this Chit, which I cannot find. They usually have a stick, which I cannot find. So they are like really tasty. They're made with chickpea flour. So this is the thing. I add a little bit, 1 or 2 tablespoons on top of my sauteed mung beans, sprouted, and then sauteed a little bit. And I would add this one a little bit because this is very hot and spicy. It makes the taste really good. And that's the breakfast. So yeah, this is between something like that. I'll show you the stick. You cannot see the stick. I don't know. So yeah, they look like this. Okay. Moving on. So I got 2 packages of these. And these are $3.99 each. So but you eat only 1 or 2 tablespoons, it will last for very long. Now they're very tasty, but you don't want to overdo it. Okay, so these are the mung beans. I got 2 of these. And this would be very good for breakfast or lunch. And you can cook as a mung bean, lentil soup. And you can add all kinds of vegetable to it, and sauteed onion, red onion, and eat it with your rice or lentils or rice or bread. So this is your lentil soup with all kinds of, you can do soup, you can do sprouted, sauteed, you can do all kinds of things. So yeah, and this is the protein. Okay? This is the protein. So that's done. Now there's some fruit, there's some clementine, and got some bananas. So there's some bananas and some clementine. So bananas were, I believe they were like 50 cents pound, and this clementine bag was $2.99. 3 pounds for $2.99. $1 a pound. And the potatoes, what I do is I make potato curry. It tastes awesome. Now for potato, let me tell you a secret. For potato, if you're coughing, you make potato soup and eat it. It's really good. And you can do boil the potatoes, and there is a YouTube videos you can see the potato man who ate potatoes for a year and stayed very healthy and got rid of all his issues. And he made potato of everything. Once he got tired of eating boiled potatoes, he was making potato pancakes. So I try to do that too. So what I'll do is I will boil them, and then after I peel the skin off. And then my grandpa actually used to say that potato skins, well, those days everything was organic, right? They didn't have anything with any kind of chemicals. It was all organic coming off the ground. So what I did is wash the potatoes very good, and then he peeled the skin, and the inside they made potato curry, and with the skin they was sauteed with other vegetable skins like oppo squash skins or other vegetable skins, which usually we throw away, but they would just saute the skins and eat them. And that's really healthy because it worked as fiber to clean out your digestive tract, so you're healthier. So yeah, back to the potatoes. So you would boil them and then mash them with all kinds of spices, and then add to it chopped red onion, and then you put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan and make these into patties, and then you cook both the side 5-10 minutes, and that's your patties to put in your sandwich, or you put it anywhere you want, and that's the potato patties. So yeah, this can be a lot of things. So another thing I forgot to mention is the ragi. So now this ragi is really great, and it's a substitute for wheat, and it does not give any stomach issues.